So this is the Root Crasher glitch fracture, and it's the first glitch fracture they put in. And I've seen a lot of people do videos on this, but none of them say how to complete it solo. So, and there's a lot of dark ops I'm completing these solo. So I think I'm going to do a series on all of the glitch fractures if people watch this one, on how to complete them solo. They're not terribly hard solo as long as you have the combat rating for them and the weapons, um, to get rid of the enemies in there. So when you first start this, it's going to have, capture the zones basically. I think one of the dark ops is don't leave a zone once you get in it, and then don't go down during the first phase of this, and then also completing this solo. Um, so it's going to take some time, and it's going to give you a zone, and there's different zones, and like this one over here, it's pretty easy. You just go in here and lay behind here. You just lay behind here. So when they round the corner, you can kill them. If they throw a grenade, throw it back, um, and you can just sit here. And 9 times out of 10, they won't even come around the corner. So you're not taking damage. You're capturing the zone. You're not leaving the zone. Um, so it's pretty simple, right? The hardest ones is the one in the middle on the bottom floor, and the one where we spawned. Um, you know, so the other dark ops on this one is not using a ballistic shield, but that's hard. Like especially if you're doing it solo. But if you're doing it with a team, nobody can use a ballistic shield or a crash cart. But this one over here, you can lay back here. And I left the zone. I shouldn't have done that, but I get unlucky here because they kept rounding that area and being able to shoot me. That don't always happen, but you can just grab the thing. But make sure you're filling your plates. See, I got unlucky because I didn't have plates, but um, as long as you can fill it up, go get that self revive that's in front, you'll be fine. But again, if you run out of plates, refill your plates because you're going to go down if you don't have plates. Um, so as you can see, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to capture these zones. Um, in every zone that you go to, there's going to be some area that you can lay down on a desk, beside a desk, behind a wall, where you won't get hit. Um, that guy right there is a problem. I do a bubble and take him out, you know, immediately because he's the one that's going to kill you. If you have an ion, it does a bunch of damage. An LMG with start or sharpshooter does a bunch of damage. There's some other metas in this that take them out pretty quick. While you're in the bubble, obviously it doesn't matter where you're laying, right? Um, but once the bubble starts ending on this location, for example, I always jump on this desk and I lay down. For some reason, they can't shoot through this desk, so you can literally lay here, shoot the ones behind you, shoot the ones that come around that corner, and you're not going to take any damage. So there you go. That's all the zones. Now it's going to do the you know mimic or mangler or whatever they call them, a mauler in this, but in zombies they're manglers. A lot of times I like to save the zombies or the ballistic shield for this part, but I already used it. So you're just going to kind of run around and don't get trapped anywhere. Turn around, shoot him, and kill him, and this phase will be over pretty quick. At the end of each phase, make sure you plate up, then grab extra ammo and plates and everything before you get to the next phase. I guess that's a tip, but most people will automatically do that. On this phase, you have to kill the groves, kind of like the toxic houses in endgame, or the regular endgame outside the glitch fracture. Don't think that you have to kill them all in one sitting. Like if you're sitting there shooting at it and they're not dying, don't stand there and just keep on getting shot. You're just going to die. So kill them until you can kill them. But if you start getting hit a lot, move, run in a circle. You can go back to them. They're going to retain they don't regenerate health. So you can go back to them, shoot a little bit, go back to them. You know, hit the ammo box, plate up, make sure you're plating up, you know, maybe kill some enemies, and then go back to them and shoot them the rest of the way and kill them. Again, they don't regenerate health, so you can keep going back to them. That way, if you're getting shot a bunch, you're not going down. That's the biggest thing that I've seen when I've ran people through these is they'll want to just stand there and shoot stuff and not go back to it, and then they end up going down because these zombies or fear or whatever you want to call them, some of them hit pretty hard, so you're going to go down pretty quick. On this next part, you're going to get an elite. Usually he spawns in the middle. I think this run he didn't. I think he spawned behind me, but a lot of times I'll throw down a bubble and just take him out pretty quick. When you're solo, only one spawns. You know, when you're in a squad, more than one spawns. But so you can get them pretty quick. You can see my frost activated there, which made it easier. But you know, it's not really that hard, guys. I think a lot of people are scared to do these solo sometimes just because you don't have that extra support of someone reviving you or whatever. But honestly, some of these are a lot easier solo. On this section, you're going to have kind of a barrier that you can't pass, or you're going to, you know, take damage, and you're going to have to kind of follow that barrier. And then you're going to have to shoot a certain number of fear, zombies, people, whatever you want to call them, enemies, before it'll move along. And then by the time you get done, I think you have to do 40. I think 40 is the total. But a lot of time on this first part, you know, I'll stand behind this building so that I'm either getting shot from ones that come up behind me or ones that I can see out there, and I'm not getting shot from every direction. I mean, that's the biggest thing with this phase is try to eliminate the directions that you're being shot from. If you don't, you're going to die pretty quick because, you know, you may have bullets coming from 5 different directions, but you can only kill 2 of them. Yeah. Again, follow the barrier up. You know, I usually go up behind this truck that's to our right, just because I have a little bit of, you know, place that I can hide behind if I start taking too much damage, and I'm only shooting the ones kind of to the left, to the right. The rest of the time I'm behind the truck, and you know, I'm not getting shot as much. You know, but they'll spawn on top of that building. You know, the ones that knife you will come up to you like this guy. But the rest of them to your right or in front of you, if you're behind the truck, can't hit you, and you can kind of peek above the truck and kill them. Makes this part easy. The next part, again, it's going to go a little bit faster. I usually reload everything, plate up, hit this ammo box to get more, and then I get on top of this building right here. There's ammo to my right, so if I run out, I can duck down and not get shot. And I'm kind of eliminating the guys from running up to me on the ground. They have to climb the building to get to me, which gives me time to shoot them. And then a lot of times, especially this match, some of the guys were spawning on the building next to me over there to the right, and they weren't even shooting. They were just sitting there aiming at me. Like you could see, there's a guy on there right now. He's not shooting at me. So again, you're eliminating the amount of things that are shooting at you. See, he was just aiming at me. He wasn't even shooting. So I don't know if that's a glitch or if that's just, the way it works when you're right here. But anyways, it's going to go faster this time. I usually save my bubble for this part. I don't need it for the boss. Lay it here, get the rest of the 40, which happens to be 10 this time. Kill them off pretty quick because they can't kill me. I'm in the bubble. Yeah, this guy was turned. I couldn't even hit him. Yep, there, got my frost again. Now with the boss, it's going to be the Z-Rex if you haven't been to this yet. And if you have the grappling hook, it makes it super easy. You get on top of this building. When the zombies start trying to hit you up here, you can grapple to the other building. They have to climb down, walk over, then climb back up. And when that happens, you can grapple back. That way you're never dealing with the zombies. And if you have sharpshooter, whether it's an LMG or the Ion or whatever, if you shoot his shoulder, you'll get crits every single time. If you don't have sharpshooter, you're going to have to hit him in his eyeballs. And it's going to take a little bit more time. And again, my grappling's not working right now. Like, I usually can grapple from roof to roof and not have an issue. So again, keep on hitting his crit spots or his eyeballs. He'll go down pretty quick if you got good weapons, and just keep going back and forth from the buildings so you don't get swarmed by the zombies, and eventually he'll go down and you just completed it solo. It's pretty easy. Especially if you're grinding prestiges, you know you're going to need a ton of nightmares, and the more of these you can do solo and not have to rely on people to play with, the faster you're going to get that done. So, and they go by pretty quick because you can just you can spawn in and go straight to a glitch fracture, do it solo, be done with it. And again, my grappling's not working. I should be going building to building. I've never seen him jump over a building like that. It was kind of crazy, but so there you go. That's how it's done. Hope this helped.